What's up everyone, Kurt here, and today I'm doing my deck profile for the tracking the Cyberse duels that we've recently been having. So, and I'm just going to start off here, and I'm going to show off a bit of what I ended up using. I happen to use 3 copies of everything in the extra deck, so that's all done and simple, thankfully. For my normal monsters, I ended up using 2 Mystery Shell, 3 Bitron, and a Galaxy Serpent. He had his purposes. Not very many, but he still had them. For my effect monsters, I ran 2 Beast King Barbaros, 2 Lynx Lair, 2 Cyber Dragon, a single Ram Clouder, 3 Evil Swarm Mandragora, 1 Marshmelon, 2 Draconet, 2 Marauding Captain, a single Raikou, a single Card Car, a single Effect Baler, 2 Swift Scarecrows, and 3 Battle Faders. A lot of these monsters were pretty situational and actually quite frequently used, minus a couple. But Battle Fader was always useful. Swift Scarecrows, just an extra bonus. Well, I didn't have much use for the Effect Builder, but at the same time, if I needed it and it ended up being in my hand, it would have been good. Draconet was common to the field. Marauding Captain was very common. There was that one time I got a Card D on the field. Got negated. it got shut down right away. But that happens. Raikou as well was standard Raikou ruling. Pop stuff off the board. Then because you had to control the monsters, I only ran 2 of each. And I only ran 2 Beast King Barbaros instead of 3 like Danger did. I felt like I didn't need to have the 3rd one in there because it's still a normal summon. So, yes, you could normal summon it as a 19. I prefer it being a 3000. But I didn't feel the need to have run that many of them. My single copy of Marshmallow I ran in here. I ran a single Ram Clouder. This is for any of those situations where I didn't have my field spell or Call the Haunted to put my extra deck back in my main deck so I could tribute off something else that I put on my board and get one of my more powerful Link monsters on board. And then I ran 3 Evil Swarm Mandragoras. Those were probably one of the best ideas to run in multiple instead of just one, because I knew there'd be a lot of times where my opponent would have more monsters than I would. Quite frequently, it'd be a card that would be able to be easily specialed, so I made the most use out of it that I could. So I had to make sure to run 3 of it. And that should do it for all my effect monsters. Alright. Next up for spells, I've got 1 Forbidden Lance and 2 MSTs. So for my quick plays, I used 2 Supply Squads as my only continuous spell. I think that's the only continuous spell on this deck list anyway. So a single United We Stand, a single Monster Reincarnation, 2 Terraformings, and 3 copies of Signet Universe. Now all the goodness from all the use of field spell. 2 Dark Bribe, 2 Call of the Haunted, 2 Fiendish Chains, 2 Mirror Forces, a Compulse, because who doesn't love a Compulse, 2 Jar of Adverse, and 3 Bottomless Trap Hole. Now, for the spell trap card run here, most of my traps were intentionally either to get my opponent's stuff off the board or keep my things around longer, or get them back. With that single ordeal of calling 2 Call to Haunted. Bottomless because, once again, once your opponent starts getting into the bigger monsters, you just gotta get rid of them. And yeah, that's about it for this deck. I am hoping that the next one of these things that we do for the next part of the series. Will be a very interesting ordeal as well.
Keep watch for that. It is going to be the structure deck from 2017. So stay watching.
Yep. And as always, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'm Kurt.
I'm Danger.
And this is Danger Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel, signing off.